I hear the internet is upset with a woman who doesn't accept coffee dates, and it's predominantly women that are upset with her. Wild. You guys are gonna hate me. I do not accept coffee dates because at one point I was a pick-me. I had a ton of friends that are men. And anytime a man does something, I ask myself, why would he be doing that? Now, specifically, I accepted a dinner date with a man. And when we were at the dinner date, he said something about dating. And I said, oh, I don't generally accept coffee dates and I don't accept walk dates. He goes, oh, well, why don't you? Usually I do that. And I was like, if a man offers a coffee date, I don't negotiate. I simply remove him. I don't talk to him. I have no interest in a coffee date. That's not a date. Then this man turns around and he goes, well, normally I offer a coffee date. And I was like, because it's low effort, low financial commitment, and you can date a lot of women at the same time. And he goes, well, yeah, why is that a bad thing? It's a bad thing because it tells me that you have no standards. You put no effort into the people you're swiping on. You're going yes, 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 yes to every single one, asking every single one out on the exact same date, wasting your time, their time, my time, and generally so that you can just try and get it wet. When I told him on our date that I had a nice time, he seems like a great person, but that it's probably not gonna go anywhere, do you know what he turned around and asked me? Well, how do you feel about one night stands? Because that's all the man was after. This was the same man that was telling me he wouldn't want his girlfriend posting provocative photos on the internet, provocative photos, anything in a bikini. And I said, okay, question for you. I have bikini photos on my dating profile. Why'd you swipe right on me if you want a godly woman with certain standards, with certain things? Why would you pursue me knowing who I am, that I don't fit within that box? But you pursued me anyway. And he goes, men are visual. And I'm like, okay, but you're not asking for visual from me if you're going to spend time with me. You're asking for me to change my values to align with yours, to be your little Barbie doll. Most of the time when I hear women not wanting to go on coffee dates, it's because it's, in their eyes, a way to vet men. They can leave early. They can leave if they don't want to be there. And that tells me that you guys need to practice saying no to men. Oh, you can get up from a dinner table. You can, in fact, leave the restaurant mid-dinner. You can, in fact, leave after you sit down, have a glass of water, and go, you know what, it's not gonna work. You can go to a restaurant, order a drink, sit at the table, having conversation, waiting to order your food, and then decide. You can, at any point in time, get up from your date at a restaurant and decide to leave. But generally, when you're going to date at a restaurant, you're not getting the coffee guy date. Because men like this are misogynistic. Men like this and the thing is, you don't even have to argue with them. You don't have to have this conversation. I purely did it because I was really enjoying my fried rice. And I was in no rush to leave. I was enjoying my food. And because they always compare women to objects, I said, if you had a car and people are willing to pay $20,000 to have the car, why would I sell it for $10? It doesn't make any sense. Because especially these men like to compare it's the market value, right? Market this, market that. Well, if I know that I have something that's high value, why am I gonna give it to you for a coffee? It makes no fucking sense with their own logic. And he goes, oh, well, I guess if you know what you have. And that's exactly what they're hoping, is that you don't. They're hoping that you don't. They're hoping that you don't care. And if you say it is not any more dangerous to get up from a dining table in a full restaurant than it is from a coffee date. And God forbid that you go on a walk date with a man and end up somewhere where there's no people around. You are not a dog. You're not their bestie. Coffee dates are low effort for a reason. If a man would spend more money on a spicy site than to take you for dinner, you are with the wrong man. Men spend money and time where they value things. So you're either with a misogynist or you're with a man who does not see you as valuable. Either way, you lose. You will always lose. And Shira 7 has her moments, and one of the things is that most women get upset when things end because they gave and they gave and they gave and they got nothing back. And intimacy, physical intimacy, is not a bonus for you. Going out in public benefits men as well. Being seen with you gives men social capital. Because once again, they have said these things to me. I know. And I don't argue with men about what types of dates. They come the way that I want them to, or they don't come, they aren't around at all. Like, one man picked me up, like, there's a man that I'm currently seeing that I, so far, like, who picked me up, took me to dinner, brought me a flower, dropped me off at home, took me to a spa. And because I didn't have a bathing suit, he goes, oh, second date, spa. And then because I didn't have a bathing suit, because it wasn't planned, it was, dinner, he made me dinner. He cooked for me. He then took me to a spa, and because it wasn't planned, I didn't have a bathing suit, he took me to a Nike and got me a sports bra and shorts so that I would be able to go to the spa. These men exist, but you won't find them if you're busy on coffee dates with men who don't value you or your time. And the only reason that men get upset with this rhetoric or with this conversation is because they either can't afford more or don't want to spend more than $5 on a cup of coffee. But if you check their credit card statements or their bank statements, I bet you any money they're spending a lot of money on something else. Spicy site, Xbox, something they value. Before they get in the comments, they'll be like, yeah, because those are hobbies and those are things we eat. What? Like,